Match 78, Gaira vs. Anguirus by Jacob Haas. Lake Ashino, the current residence of Gaira, the Green Gargantua. After reports of missing hikers and a giant monster, the JSDF decided to investigate. By the time they arrived on the scene, nighttime was quickly approaching. Several tanks and maser cannons assembled near the coastline, waiting for whatever might appear. They didn't have to wait long. Or wait for long. The Green Gargantua rose out of the lake and let out a gluttonous shriek. The humanoid was met with an onslaught of tank shells and maser discharges. Gaira shrieked as several shells hit his chest and three masers blasted him in the stomach. Though the masers wounded him, the attacks angered him more than anything. In a blind rage, Gaira rushed towards the JSDF vehicles and mercilessly attacked them. The humanoid grabbed a maser cannon and threw it at the
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Oh boy, here's Harley, which means we'll just take
Oh yeah.
okay, there's 16, so we'll take 4, 4, and 4.
4.
So
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'll continue
4.
from where I am, since we're just reading this, but 4, 4, and 4.
Too.
So it'll be me, Nagoda, and Harley and Alex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, the humanoid grabbed a maser cannon and threw it at a tank that was firing at him, causing both to explode. The JSDF forces started to pull back, but the Gargantua wasn't going to let them leap so easy. Gaira smashed and threw away any vehicle that he could get his hands on. The JSDF forces were devastated by the monster's assault. The Gargantua started to sift through the destruction to search for any humans to eat. After discovering a few, the creature began to gorge and satisfy its sickening appetite. Though Gaira won this match, the true battle was about to start. Erupting forth
I won already? Man, that was fast.
That was quick, yeah.
Erupting forth from the ground was Anguirus, awakened by the fight between Gaira and the humans. The mutant ankylosaur saw Gaira holding a tank and chewing on a human. Anguirus angrily roared a challenge to the giant humanoid as he shook dirt.
Hey,
As
that's
if-
mine!
No, it's 4.
Don't touch my humans!
Oh, that. Okay, gotcha. The giant humanoid as he shook dirt and foliage from his carapace. Gaira gulped down the human he was eating and shrieked in retaliation. Pass.
Okay, so I'm next, yeah?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Unless, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
Why?
Yeah.
Is Kaiju still there?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here.
Oh, okay.
Kaiju X! Kaiju X! Kaiju X! Dun 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 dun!
Anguirus charged at Gaira, only for the Green Gargantua to smash Anguirus in the face with a tank, breaking Anguirus' toy. The attack was strong enough to send the large dinosaur toppling on its side. Gaira quickly kicked Anguirus in the chest, flipping the quadruped onto its back. Gaira attempted to stomp on Anguirus' head, but the dinosaur rolled before the attack could connect. Anguirus then lunged at Gaira's left leg and sank his teeth into it. Gaira raised his head and shrieked into the night. The Gargantua started to bash Anguirus in the head repeatedly with the tank until Anguirus would finally let go, getting tired of being hit by his toy. Blood started oozing from the humanoid's wounds. Anguirus felt a bit dizzy from the blows, but shook it off. Gaira threw his battered tank at the saurian, but Anguirus smacked it away. The armored dinosaur retaliated by rearing up and slashing Gaira in the chest with his claws, causing the green humanoid to stumble backwards. Gaira looked down at his chest wounds, then back up at his foe, then back to his chest wounds, and back up at his foe. Gaira held at his armored opponent. Revenge was the only thing on his mind now. Gaira charged recklessly at Anguirus, but the giant dinosaur swung his tail at Gaira, hitting him in the face. Pow appearing. The giant fell to the ground, accompanied with a sickening thud. The The attack had broken Gaira's nose and created a gash on his forehead, causing blood to wash over his face. Gaira got back up, complaining about his nose, and waved his arms at Anguirus furiously. He wasn't going to let his enemy do this to him, even though it already happened. The two creatures charged as Anguirus stood up and grappled at each other. The monstrosities tried to overpower one another, but to no avail. I think, shouldn't that have continued? I don't know. Anguirus leaned in on Gaira and chomped on the green gargantua's right ear and tore it off for eating his humans.
Oh, he pulled a Mike Tyson.
Dick move, Anguirus.
Ow.
It's okay. He
Gaira
has
did eat
enough good,
his humans,
enough
remember?
good guy points. You can pay it off with his
Humans
good
started
guy
hitting him
points.
with his toys. Wait, what was that? Oh, Gaira screamed and kicked the large dinosaur in the gut in retaliation. The blow sent Anguirus flying backwards, landing on a spiked shell.
Help! I'm an Anguirus and I can't get up.
He's not a Gamera, he can't get up. Gaira roared at Anguirus and kicked his fallen foe in the ribs, causing Anguirus to moan in pain. You know, not groaning, but just moaning. Gaira turned to see that the lake was not too far from him. This gave the green gargantua an idea. As Anguirus got up and turned around to face his enemy, he saw that Gaira was heading for the lake. Anguirus gave chase, but Gaira made it to the lake before Anguirus could catch him. The gargantua managed to dive underwater, the cool waters of Lake Ashino rejuvenating his body. That must be some really good water. Gaira
fresh water,
soon
wouldn't
rose
you
out of... Yes. Gaira rose out of the lake and was ready to face the spiked saurian who was in pursuit.
No, I know what's in the water.
Was it Hedera?
This is what Gaira would say to Anguirus. Anguirus, we're cooking. Because it contains meth.
That works.
Nice.
Anguirus had fallen... Wait. Gaira soon rose out of the lake and was ready to face the spiked saurian who was in pursuit. Anguirus had fallen for the giant's trap, as they were fighting in Gaira's domain now.
You activated my trap card, Anguirus.
Anguirus lunged at Gaira in an attempt to tear his throat out, only for the green giant to quickly kick the saurian in the jaw. Caught off guard, the hit caused Anguirus to bite his tongue by accident.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks. Oh.
that's just unfortunate.
The dinosaur whimpered in pain, blood oozing out of his mouth.
Roll.
Gaira shrieked off Pizzuru's broken nose with delight, while the dinosaur snarled at his enemy. The green giant's gloating didn't last for long, as the armored kaiju lunged once more, this time tackling Gaira, breaking his nose even.
Hold up. Unnecessary foul. Gaira gets 20 yards.
The two monsters started thrashing about in the water as their conflict intensified. After a few moments, Gaira managed to get on top of Anguirus. The gargantua pressed his hands around the saurian's throat and began choking him.
I didn't know Gaira was into that.
Was that 3?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got one more.
Okay. Gaira's grip was firm and showed no signs of letting go. He had managed to keep Anguirus submerged, hoping that the combination of the strangling and water would end him quickly. Anguirus was feeling woozy. He knew he needed to free himself from Gaira before the monster could strangle him to death. Anguirus started flailing his forelimbs at the green giant and managed to slash his claws across the gargantua's face, making a large gash in the green giant's left cheek and tore off his nose. Gaira cried in pain.
I got you. Your nose.
Quite literally.
Gaira cried in pain and released his grip as he pushed the dinosaur away from him, covering his face in shame in response to his immense pain. Pass.
Although
This
his
match
grip
is
had
so
only been
bad, my
released for
tortoise is running away.
yeah. Although his grip had only been released for a moment, that was all that was needed as Anguirus' form quickly burst forth from the water, breathing deeply. The Saurian's eyes burned with hatred towards the green monstrosity. Anguirus charged at Gaira and bit down on the giant's leg and pulled it hard enough for the green gargantuan to lose its balance and fall, creating a large splash. Man, bath time's really rough with these two, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You have no idea how hard it is to clean those two. You have no idea.
Yeah, Gaira
Anguirus
hitting
shook his head.
Anguirus with his toys.
Yeah.
Anguirus shook his head wildly like a mad dog, tearing flesh from Gaira's leg. Anguirus climbed.
So I bet this is how Anguirus got. So I bet that was Anguirus' drive.
Anguirus climbed on top of Gaira and put one hand on his face, biting down on his right shoulder. He just closed his eyes softly. Shh, it's okay. Just relax. The gargantuan scream was more muffled to the Anguirus covering his mouth with his hand. Does he not want anyone to hear? Stop screaming! Stop screaming! Gaira searched for something to hit Anguirus with. He found a small boat and smashed it into the Saurian's face. Anguirus cried out in pain as part of the boat exploded into his left eye. Holy moly!
He got revenge for his nose.
Anguirus rolled off of Gaira and headed back towards the mainland while the gargantuan was still recovering from the damage suffered to its leg. Once it got out of the lake, the dinosaur furiously tried to remove the piece of wood embedded in his eye. My God. Gaira rose up and noticed his foe tending to his own wound, too busy trying to remove the splinter in his eye to fight back. Oh, you got a splinter! Oh, no!
Splinter's hurt.
Dude, splinters hurt, and splinters in the eyes are even worse.
The green gargantua took advantage of this, rushing out of the water and seizing the armored dinosaur's tail in an attempt to drag him back to the lake. He then quickly started spinning around and let go and Anguirus 3 times to win the match and get the grand star. Anguirus quickly felt a tug on his tail, realizing that it must be the Emerald Giant. As it turns out, it was only Godzilla having a bit of fun. He was only joshing. It was actually Godzilla Jr. tugging his tail. Like, hey, uncle, how you doing? He swung his tail hard enough to send Anguirus crashing to the ground. Gaira quickly got up. Anguirus, hold up. Yeah, he swung his tail hard. Oh, yeah, I think I got confused. He swung his tail hard enough to send Gaira crashing to the ground. Gaira quickly got to his feet and roared at his foe, grabbing a nearby tree and uprooting it, ready to bludgeon Anguirus with it. Oh man, this is great.
He's taking his brother's tactics to feed people trees, even though he doesn't eat trees.
The green giant repeatedly smashed the tree on top of Anguirus' head. However, this only infuriated the Saurian, who reached out and bit down on Gaira's forearm. As the gargantua released the tree, Anguirus opened his jaws and let go of Gaira's forearm, instead chomped on his hand. Ah! I got dog slobber on it! Gaira screamed in pain and started punching Anguirus in the head. The giant dinosaur ignored the pain, the punches, and started shaking his head, hoping to tear off a lot of flesh of the emerald monster's hand. Gaira finally forced Anguirus to let go of his hand by kneeing him in the throat. Oh my God! The flesh in his hand was shredded by his foe's attack, pieces dangling off his hand. Anguirus took a few step backs and gasped for air. He had like a little paper bag and everything.
Is he having a panic attack or something?
Gaira took advantage
No,
of this.
Anguirus is afraid he might lose all of his good guy points.
Gaira took advantage of this and rammed in Anguirus. Oh. Knocking the Saurian down to the ground with the gargantua on top of him. Man, there's a lot of mounting in this one.
Oh man.
Last match.
Gaira leaned in and bit down on Anguirus' throat, tearing it open. Jesus. Blood gushed out of the dinosaur's neck and soaked the ground. Gaira roared with delight, but the light didn't last for long. I got one more, right?
Yeah, you got one more.
Yeah, you got one more.
The hairy giant soon felt pain in his back. the Green Gargantua turned on to see another group of tanks and Mizukans that arrived and began firing at him. Oh no. What are we going to do? The army continued to solid firing at both Anguirus and Gaira. Gaira climbed off of Anguirus and roared at the vehicles. Several tank shells and masers blasted the Green Giant's chest. Gaira grunted in pain and grabbed Anguirus' tail. Oh my god, I was joking about this. Using all of his might, the Gargantua started to swing his enemy around as hard as he can. So long, gang! I was joking about this! I didn't think they'd do it!
Don't worry, you missed Violente doing stuff to Jet Jaguar with her tentacles in the last match.
Oh, just as he was about to throw Anguirus at the vehicles, a Mazer hit Gaira in the face, caused her to toss Anguirus to the side of the mountain. So long, gay Anguirus! The Saurian made a loud thud when he hit the mountain, several rocks and trees falling onto him. The armored dinosaur coughed up some blood and laid motionless for a while. Pass.
Gaira roared in anger at the military as they kept firing at him, his anger making him oblivious to his spiked adversary. The armored sergeant soon regained consciousness, just in time to see Gaira heading towards the JSDF forces. Gaira ignored the tech shells and masers, but he couldn't ignore the pain that he felt next. Rushing forward, Anguirus slammed his spiked tail into Gaira's ass. Oh shit, I'm sorry, this is a teaching conflict. Let me rephrase that. Gaira's backside. Slamming the green behemoth to the ground, a sickening crunch was heard softly. Shortly after Gaira fell, 3 of his ribs had cracked.
Those were Anguirus' humans.
Clutching his... Anguirus coughed out more blood. He was starting to lose consciousness due to blood loss. Yeah, it was all the meth you took in the lake. The enormous dinosaur started to walk towards Gaira, even though moving was getting to be difficult for him. See, only Gaira was equipped to deal with it. You gotta take it in small batches when you first start out. The Gargantua was getting worn out from the fight as well, and had also lost a lot of blood. The Emerald Giant slowly got up, clutching his ribs in one hand. These two weren't going to give up, and were never going to let you down. Never going to say. The monsters grappled each other, swinging each other around as the tanks and masers cannons kept attacking. Gaira managed to toss Anguirus towards the tanks and laser cannons, causing the dinosaur to fall on top of several of them. Luckily for Anguirus, his carapace absorbed any damage from landing on the vehicles. Gaira shrieked and waved his arms, attempting to cosplay as Jet Jaguar at the few remaining tanks that were retreating from the battlefield. The Emerald Beast grabbed a battered tank from the earlier wave of vehicles that he had faced and got down on his knees next to Anguirus. In a brutal assault, the Gargantua started pummeling his foe in the face with a heavy artillery strike. After a while, the Green Gargantua threw the busted tank away. Anguirus' face was bruised and bloody. He got a makeover. The Saurian was barely breathing. Gaira looked down at his fallen foe and started choking him again. Gaira shook Anguirus' head, smacking it against the ground. The giant dinosaur weakly tried to resist his foe, but he couldn't keep it up for long. Soon he stopped moving. Anguirus went to heaven and was soon going to be resurrected through his good guy points.
Yes.
Gaira stood bloody, battered, tired, and victorious over his dead foe. The smell of blood and burnt flesh filled the air. The Green Gargantua grabbed Anguirus' cord by the tail and dragged him to the floor. Having caught a meal, or quote-unquote a meal, that would last him for days, as we soon find out that Gaira's meth is made from kaiju. Cannibal meth. Winner, the evil Jolly Green Giant.
Also known as Gaira.
Also known as Gaira.
Also,
See, that's a new headcanon for the books. Gaira's meth is made out of kaiju.
Yes. I think it just needs the last ingredient of good guy Anguirus for his purity. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Gaira needs
See,
to
this happens like every week for Gaira. Anguirus always pops up because he knows how to attract him.
Well, yeah,
how to attract good guy Anguirus.
And because it takes 3 days for Anguirus to be resurrected, it's an infinite loop of meth for Likashino. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And that's why Gaira's one of the most. That's why Gaira doesn't have to be in a lot of Toho movies. He knows how to make money.
Yeah, he knows how to make money without actually doing anything much.
Yeah,
he sells it all to Godzilla and his son Minya. He sells it all to Minya.
Yeah, he only had to appear in that Godman episode to pay off his bail.
Oh,
because he
right.
got arrested that one time.
Yeah.
Listen. Gaira's not part of the Godman appearance. He was in a hard time. He needed the money. He did some things he wasn't proud of. All right.
Yes.
He's better now.
Well, like I
He's
said, he had to
clean.
pay off his bail.
Yeah.
I know. But he's better now. He's clean. Got him help.
Except his clients aren't clean though. Oh yeah. Also, one other thing: this match would have been a lot better if Jet Jaguar showed up and went.
You know what? It would have been if the Jaguar was like.
That was pretty much Alex in the last match. Just Jet Jaguar going in there and being like.
But yeah, this is a pretty brutal match.
This is actually a really kind of like a decently solid, brutal tooth and claw match. Like,
Yeah, I really like this match.
right, yeah, I kind of like.
Although, I do think some of the brutalness is a bit subdued due to the goofy things that happen, though.
I think it kind of balances out, maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But,
Like I said, I think the gore and all that worked just fine. It was rather in tone with the match.
yeah, totally. Yeah, I think. Yeah, honestly, when I first read this, I was sort of shocked. Gaira won. I was like, oh wow, he beat Anguirus? How? And I was like, yeah, but yeah, after
He
this,
beat Anguirus? No one ever beats Anguirus!
yeah.
Remember, good guy Anguirus never loses. He just gets resurrected.
Yeah. He never dies. He just gets resurrected. But yeah.
Remember, Anguirus died for your sins.
Yes.
I think I know Gaira's recipe for his match. He uses
Nice.
Anguirus and cactus juice from Gororin.
That
Now
works.
I'm just imagining like a kaiju cooking show, and it's got Godzilla with an apron and a chef set. It's like, okay, kids, today we're gonna make kaiju stew. First, we need a little bit of Anguirus. Whoop. We need some cactus juice of Gororin. Whoop. We need some freshly picked Biolante. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Then we stir it all up in a pot.
Like I said, this
Boil
match
it.
could be. Like I said, this match could be summed up with the guy who say, Anguirus, we're cooking.
Yeah, totally.
Gaira's the Walter White of the KWC.
Yes, that should be the new headcanon.
Gaira likes to tenderize his food. Gaira likes to tenderize his food before eating. He's giving little taste tests here and there.
Yeah.
Not done yet. Almost done.
Oh boy, the Killjoy's here. He's gonna try to stomp our headcanons away.
Oh yay!
But yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Is he here?
Let's see.
Well, he is.
Oh, I'm not here. I've never been here.
Shh. Anyway,
Oh goody,
Harley, do you have anything to add on to about the match?
Andrew.
What?
Well, we're talking about 75, correct?
78.
Or no? 78?
Yep.
78. Yeah, it was a
How
pretty
far
good
behind
match.
are you?
It was a pretty good match, pretty brutal. I do think that some of like the brutalness is a little offset by kind of like the goofy things that go on. But other than that, it's a pretty solid two of the claw match between the Gargantuan and Anguirus.
Yeah, I will also say that this match, I like the again going into this, I like the twist ending with Gaira taking the win, and the banner, Gaira, yes, or I'm saying Gaira. I also like the banner's also nice. Gaira is a little off, but Anguirus really works.
Oh yeah, I agree. I wholly 100% agree with you there. The banner looks nice. Gaira looks a little off. Like maybe he should have been contrasted or darkened a little more. But Anguirus looks beautiful. Like. So.
He has makeup done and everything. He wanted to look nice with the banner.
Right. But yeah, Harley, did you have anything to expand upon with the match? Like any thoughts? Any additional thoughts?
I just gave them.
Fair enough. Nagoda, did you have anything to expand upon?
Do you have any better thoughts?
Do you have any better thoughts, Harley?
Regardless, they'll be better than Gray Shots.
We are
Gray Shot
sharing
doesn't get
Gaira's
an
match.
opinion. He wasn't
Special
even
Kaiju
here.
match with Gray Shot.
Hey,
That's
I
all
remember
I'm
this
saying.
match.
Bye.
Here, do you want me
Did
to tell you the last three? Godzilla, Hesse versus Zilla versus Ghidorah. Godzilla, Hesse, and Zilla team up. Godzilla gets a nuclear
no
pulse win.
spoiling for the viewers.
Hey,
Spoiler!
I remember these matches. Thank you.
No
Okay,
one
then
asked
no
you to.
spoiling.
Alex, did you have anything to expand upon?
Like I said, this was a solid match. I liked it.
Okay.
Gaira winning was a surprise and well earned. That's it.
All right. Gray Shark, did you have anything to expand upon with this match in particular?
Well, in this match, again, from what I remember, it was a brutal match. The banner I really like, and I do like the fact Gaira got the win over Anguirus. So I did like that. It was a tug of war between the two through most of the match, but that final upset I thought was well deserved for him.
Of course, Gershot, you were here from day one, so you know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh God. Nagota's getting attacked by the children of the corn.
I was gonna say the Joker, but I think Children of the Corn's more appropriate.
Oh, absolutely. And with that said,
Hey, Nagota, you want to
forgot to
invite
mute
the
the
Children
mic.
of the Corn to read the Tom episode? That'll give us a break.
No.
Well, anyway, that has been match 78, and we'll see you guys next time for match 79. Until then, folks.
Hooray!